The moment I stepped into Willow Ridge Elementary, holding my daughter's hand and trying to smooth down my wrinkled shirt, I thought it would be a normal parent-teacher night. Nothing surprising. Nothing life-changing. Just me, a single dad, doing my best. But that changed the second I heard her voice, soft, steady, unforgettable. "Ethan," it said behind me. I turned, and the world slammed to a stop. Standing there in a tailored navy suit, her eyes widening just like mine, was the woman I once loved more than anything. The woman I lost. The woman who was now a CEO worth millions. I couldn't breathe. But the real shock wasn't seeing her, it was the way her eyes filled with something I never expected again. She still had feelings for me. The hallway buzzed with chatter, children tugging at their parents, teachers giving polite smiles. But for me, everything vanished except her. Ava Hart. The girl I loved at 17. The one I promised forever to. The one I walked away from when life hit too hard and too fast. Ava blinked at me, clearly trying to process the same memory storm I was drowning in. You're Lily's father," she asked softly. I nodded, suddenly self-conscious about my thrift store shirt and the paint stain on my jeans from my handyman job earlier. Meanwhile, she looked like success sculpted into human form, sharp, elegant, glowing, and yet, she wasn't looking at me with judgment. Only surprise. And something else I couldn't decipher. Lily tugged my arm. "Daddy, is she your friend?" Ava smiled warmly at my daughter, my entire world. "Hi, Lily. I'm your mom's." She stopped, correcting herself with a gentle breath. "I'm an old friend of your dad." I felt my chest tighten. She wasn't my daughter's mom. Lily's mother had left when she was a baby. Too young, too scared, too unwilling to fight for the life that came unexpectedly. I raised Lily alone, patching up holes in our lives with love and late-night stories and burnt pancakes. Ava gestured toward a classroom. "Want to sit in?" "I'm shadowing tonight as a corporate volunteer. My firm sponsors the creative arts program." Of course she did. She always had a heart too big for any label, even CEO. We sat at the tiny desks, Lily coloring while the teacher spoke. But I barely heard anything. I felt Ava's eyes on me sometimes, lingering with questions she didn't ask. Ones I wasn't sure I could answer. After the event, I tried to slip away quietly, but Ava caught up. "Ethan, can we talk?" she asked. Her voice was steady, but her fingers nervously twisted her bracelet, something she used to do when she was scared of what came next. We walked outside. The cool night breeze carried memories with it. High school football games. First kisses under oak trees. Plans we scribbled in notebooks about traveling the world. And the silence that followed the day I left. "What happened to you?" she finally whispered. "You just disappeared." The truth was heavy. I swallowed. My mom got sick. I had to support her. I couldn't go to college with you. I didn't want to drag you into my mess. "You weren't dragging me," she said, eyes shimmering. "I loved you. I would have stayed. And I couldn't let you," I whispered back. "You deserved the world, Ava. And I didn't even have a future." She inhaled shakily, tears threatening. "I looked for you." "I know," I said gently. "And I'm sorry. I thought letting you go was the right thing. You became everything I knew you could be." She glanced at Lily, who leaned against my leg sleepily. Something softened in her gaze, something tender, warm, longing. "You became something too," she whispered. "A good father." My heart trembled. For the first time in years, I felt seen. The next week passed with a strange ache in my chest, like the echo of a song I wasn't ready to hear again. But fate didn't care what I was ready for. Ava called. "Ethan, would you and Lily like to come to the arts fundraiser? I'd love for you to be there." Her voice was hopeful, almost shy. I hesitated, but Lily squealed, "Yes," before I could answer. So we went. The event was held in a sleek downtown hall, all glass and soft gold lighting. I felt painfully out of place, but Ava greeted us at the door with a smile bright enough to anchor me. "You look amazing," she said softly, taking in my button-down shirt and borrowed blazer. My cheeks warmed. And for the first time, I noticed she wasn't flawless tonight. Her hair was slightly unpinned, her makeup softer, her eyes brighter. More real. Throughout the evening, she stayed close. introducing me to people as someone very important to me. Each time she said it, my heart tripped over itself. During the program, Lily's drawing was displayed, a picture of her and me holding hands. Above us were the words, "My dad is my hero." I swallowed hard, blinking fast. Ava's hand slid into mine instinctively. "She loves you so much," she whispered. "She's all I've got." I admitted, "Maybe not," Ava said softly. I turned to her. And in her eyes I saw everything I thought I lost: love, hope, the possibility of beginning again. After the event, we walked outside under city lights. Lily slept in my arms, her head on my shoulder. Ava looked at us like she was watching a future she never knew she still wanted. "I never stopped caring about you," she said quietly. "Not once." My breath caught. "Ava, I'm not asking for promises," she said. "Just a chance. A chance to know the man you've become. A chance to be part of your life again, if you'll let me." For years, I'd built walls around my heart, not to keep love out, but to keep myself safe from losing it again. But standing there with her, with the life I built and the woman I once loved, something in me shifted. Maybe I didn't lose everything after all, or maybe I'd just been waiting for the right moment to find it again. I took a shaky breath. "I'd like that," I whispered. "I really would." She smiled, a real, trembling, hopeful smile. "Then let's start slow. Together." And in that moment, under streetlights that felt like stars, I realized something powerful. Sometimes life breaks you so it can rebuild you into someone worthy of the love you always wanted. Sometimes first loves don't stay in the past, they wait for the moment you're finally ready to meet them again. And as Ava walked beside me, her hand brushing mine, I felt it for the first time in years. Hope wasn't something I lost, it was something coming home.